Thank you. Hi. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? I'm in my office. I'm using this microphone thing I'm not used to using, and I look really orange. Oh my gosh. I promise I don't use self tanner and I don't tan. I don't know why I look orange. Uh let me see. Can anybody hear me? I don't know. You think it'd be this is my first time streaming, right? Anyways, I want to say hi to everybody. I've been seeing you guys come in, and I'm sorry I'm late. I did say I would try to be punctual, but what can I say? I I had pushed the button way too many times, and it just like made the whole screen get huge, and all I could see was large uh letters. I couldn't see myself. I couldn't see anything. But yeah, so I had to call John in here to help me with technical difficulties. But so hi to everybody. I want to see if I can make this work. Because I'm using an Apple computer and I'm not really good with it. But I did finally figure out how to use the mouse pad. Now I can scroll up. So hi to Curtis Crump, Lady Warshak, Biz, the Zen Ginger, Matt. Oh my goodness, so many people. June. Wow. Hi, Salient Aquatics, Whips World, whoop, whip. Stephen P. Wow, all of you guys came in here to see me make a fool of myself. But yeah, here I am. I also have a surprise. I brought three little friends with me today. I thought maybe you would want to see them. Hi Fish Hippie and Fintic Joe. Hey Joe. Stu Footer, DeMars, Benjamin Peters. Hey everybody. Thanks for showing up. But yeah, I brought three of my little friends. They're the littles. And they're not so little anymore. They're getting pretty big. And right now they're being really good. So I'm going to let them stay in their little kennel thing that they have in here. It's actually the cutest little thing. It's like a playground, netted playground. Vincent Dunn sent it to me. And he said that it's recommended from this other cat channel. And it's really cute. It's come in handy. They get to, go outside in it, or, well, not right now because it's too cold, but I can put them in other parts of the house and I don't have to worry about them getting into my plants or something if there's something that I'm doing. So, but yeah, it's the cutest little thing. Anyway, how is everybody doing? How are you, Scotty, Anthony? Wow, Peter. Wow, you guys are so awesome for being here. Now, I kind of wanted to do something else besides just talk about cats and show cats. I do want to talk about cats, love cats. But I also had mentioned in the KG Tropical stream that I had propagated moss in the past, and I think it was Melanie DC had said she would like to see that. So what I did, I just want to show you. I have a lot of moss out in the yard. I mean, we live in the country. There's moss growing all over the ground, all over the trees. It's like we have so much moss. And I like it because it's free, for one, and also because I could do cute little projects with it, and it doesn't cost anything except what materials you have to buy, of course, besides the moss. But I have this container right here, just one of those things you buy to store food in. Has the clear top. And about, I don't know, almost 2 years ago, we've been here 2 years in May, I found this moss and I was like, oh, I'm going to stick it in this container and save it for when I need it. And it's just grown and grown and grown. Probably, I don't know if you can see, but it's awesome green. And I've used it so many times in projects. One of the projects that I did, I believe it was during our vlogging period on KG Tropicals, I just sat the camera down and I did a little project. And the moss is still doing amazing. It's like, I can't kill moss, but I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a glare from the computer, but I had got this container from the dollar store. And then I had this like little stone that I thought was adorable. Actually, there's probably 2 or 3 little stones in there, but the moss has just grown so much. And I did that last summer, and it's doing really well. I used a little bit of soil on the bottom, potting soil, and I stuck the moss in there. And it's funny because the container I showed you with the moss in there that I kind of like propagate, it's already reproduced. So it's like it's spread out and filled in from where I took it from. So next time it'll be ready for another project. I actually have more in other little containers, and it just does so well, and it's free. So yeah, just a thought. If you want to grow something in a little glass container and keep it alive, do that. So, hi, how are you, Garcia? Nice of you to stop by. There's a lot of people talking. I am not ignoring you or anything. I just started talking about what I'm talking about. But how are you guys today? I'm assuming you're bored and that's why you're here. Let's see. Oh, June said, I'm making a cat basket. I also have too many helpers. Told them I have the correct measurements. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, you can't get away from those kitties. They just want to help you out. I know mine tend to help me out at the worst times, like cleaning out the litter box. They decide they need to use it while I'm cleaning it out, or they want to help me while I'm cleaning it out, or I clean it out, it looks great, and they go take a dump. That sucks, but I'd rather them do it in there than on the floor. So, Curtis, thank you. No, we like hearing what is going on in your world. Well, today, what have I done today? Oh, let me tell you what John did today, because I didn't do this. It was too cold. He had to defrost my pond thingy outside. I felt so bad for my little goldfishies, but it's so deep that they're okay. But the top had gotten a little frozen, and he went and got the ice off for me. So I was like, thank you. Hi, Lily. Thanks for stopping by. Working night shift on the other side of the world while listening. Your streams are great, Lisa. I'm not going to say they're great, but I appreciate you saying they're great. Also, all right, you see this? Look at this. This is my Monstera. I want it to stream in my office so that you guys can start seeing some of my plants, because this is roots and whiskers. Roots and whiskers. Yeah, okay, I said that right. So this Monstera, I got this back in like either 2020 or 2021. I got it from Plant Arena, and it was really small. Probably, you can go to Lowe's and get a Monstera for $19.99 now, or Walmart for $14.99, but they were so popular then, and she made a huge big deal about them and sold the crap out of them for a ton of money. And I was one of the idiots, well, not idiot, but sucker, who bought it for her price. But it's grown so much. I mean, that's, I don't know if you can see it, but that's my hand, and that's only like a fourth of the leaf. But it's huge. It almost reaches the ceiling now, and it takes up the entire part this away, between 3 windows. I have to rotate it around, and the aerial roots are ridiculous. Oh my God. You see some of them? They're just so long. they're insane. They're so long. But under the table, I have like a saucer with stones in it with water. So hopefully it gets a little bit humidity. Whatever I'm doing, it's working because it hasn't stopped growing. But also, speaking of Planarina, did you know she went out of business? I was surprised, but I kind of wasn't surprised because her stuff was so expensive. But I was surprised because I feel bad that, you know, the business shut down. That's sad because I love plants. I wanted to see her succeed. So let's see here. Go, Stu Footer said, go like the stream, guys. I don't know what you mean. I haven't been following along. Sorry. I need. Oh, am I back?
Rookie.
Sorry. Thank you. You know what? This is what happens when I start pushing buttons. I'm not used to this mouse pad. I have to use two little fingers to go back and forth. And it's like I was trying to go up and I hit the wrong button or something. So thank goodness he was close by to come help me. So now we have a story to tell. My second live stream I cut out. Woo! All righty. So now I'm like really scared to mess with chat. All right. So I'm not going to move the chat around anymore. If it's in front of me and I see it, I'll respond, but I'm going to leave that alone. Since at least already pushing buttons. What can I say? I get like anxious. I'm always trying to do stuff with my fingers and everything. So, oh, hi, Crazy Fish Dad. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. You guys, Ellen Horcher, hey. Oh, you know what I do want to do? Let me get my pad real quick. So I wrote down a couple things I wanted to talk about, and I have it right on top of my plant magazine. Do you guys ever get plant magazines? Like, I love magazines. I get them, I collect them. I look at a couple pictures and put it down, and it pretty much just goes to waste. And that sucks. But if I ever get bored, I know I have a lot of plant magazines and I have a lot of fish magazines. Even I have cat magazines too. But sorry, that's random. But what I wanted to say was thank you to Melanie Cook, Curtis Crump, Joe Provenzano, and Robert Wayman for contributing to my Amazon wish list. I appreciate that. The cats appreciate it too. So I was running low and that came in extremely handy. So thank you so much. Oh, Fish Fam Link, you're here too. Zengender asks, will this be the last time Lisa pushes the wrong buttons? My 8-ball says, as I see it, yes. I hope so. I mean, my little hand, there's like a hand on the chat, and I'm like scared to move it. But Coro Works, what are we up to today, gang? I am up to like embarrassing myself on a live stream and pushing the wrong buttons. Everybody else seems to be doing really good, having a great time in chat. So you want to see a kitten? I'm gonna get one for you. Which one wants to come out? Uh-oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? This, she likes to get on my shoulder. She's so sweet. This is William Wallace. She's the one I call, well, that's her butt. Ouch, my back. Come here, you. Come here. She's the one that I thought was a boy at first, but she's actually a girl. And so I'm trying to transition over to calling her Willow instead of William Wallace. But she's super sweet. She likes to sit on my shoulders. She's gotten so big. I can't even really call them the littles anymore. So, but she's up for adoption. So if anybody wants her, please let me know. She's a super sweet girl, aren't you? Damn, so sweet. Damn, so sweet. Look at that face. I'm so sweet. She's really good. And she's good with beagles. Yep. And you know what? Even when the Chihuahuas are around her, they know better than to like go near the cats. And the cats, they don't bother the dogs either. I think it's because they know the Chihuahuas will bark at them, but they've been really good with the cats. I'm surprised. I'm actually very surprised. They're doing really good with them. But yeah, Roxy will go up and sniff them and give them kisses and stuff. And then they just go about their way. So, you want to go see your brothers? I'll get another kitten. No, you have to go in. This is little, who's not so little anymore. I mean, he's still little, but he was the runt. He's the one that I found out by the fish house 2 days after the first two were found on the back porch by John. And he had been out there for a couple days by himself. He wasn't doing well, and I had to bottle feed him for a little while. I don't know if it's because Rotman intentionally left him or, yeah, I don't know, but he wasn't thriving, and now he's saying, I'm doing great. Yeah, now he's doing great. And he's up for adoption too. And look at that belly. He's got a spot on it. It's so cute. You know you want a kitty with a spot on their belly, right? All right, I'll go get the last kitten. I'm here. And then there's Lex. He's all gray, obviously, you can see. And he's a cutie pie. Sammy cutie pie, I'm a good boy. Him and Little, it's like they're bonded. They're always sleeping together. They're like best friends. They were best buds. And yeah, they're both really good. All three of them are super good. So yeah, if you want a kitten and you're crazy enough to drive around down to North Carolina like Whip's World and Kevin Ellery and Miranda Lee and Curtis Crump, well, you can have your own little kitten. You want to go play with your brother and sister? Be nice. Now the boys want to sit in there and play, roughhouse each other. Hey, Melissa. Lady Rorschach said it would be great to get both of them adopted in a home together. Yeah, I wish that would be awesome if somebody would take the two of them together. I'll be honest, I'd be happy if they just all find homes. I was super fortunate that Miranda Lee took Jack and Jill together, and I got the cutest update picture yesterday of them, and they've gotten so big. So Yeah, that was awesome that they went together, but they were going into a home that they were the only 2 cats, so they were coming up together, and that's great because they were the best of friends. So Zen asked, "Is the gray one the softest? My gray kitty is the only gray one from her litter, and she feels like a chinchilla." Yeah, he's soft, but it's so funny because Lex's face, like he just reminds me of one of those naked cats, but he has gray fur. He has that body shape. Like I don't know how to explain it. The other two are more you know, filled out where he just seems more lean and he just has that facial feature of those naked cats. I know there's a name for them. I just call them naked cats. But let's see, Lady Warshak said anymore. Our local shelter encourages siblings to go into homes together. It really helps them adjust to life in a house. Studies published have proven it too. Yeah, I think they they're already like used to each other and they were friends growing up and played together and you don't have to worry about them being introduced to cats you already have or I mean it's just nice if you can do it that way, but it's nice if they just find homes, even if they go to a home with other cats, they'll figure it out. But yeah. It's a good thing you live in Washington State. Oh my goodness. Oh, Curtis, I didn't know your other two were Bondit Coleco sisters. But you know what? It's funny because Carla fit in, right? At least I think, or she just took over. Oh, okay. Spinks, Peterbold, and Cornish Rex. Okay. But yeah, Spinks, that's the naked cat, right? Huh. Yeah. Curtis sends me pictures and stuff of like Carla all the time, and she just looks like she's the most spoiledest cat ever. But they kind of, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say these cats are spoiled. They're fortunate to not still be out in the weather, especially right now. Oh my gosh. The last few days have been really cold. So cold that I've been stuffing cats in the bathroom at night just so that they at least have some kind of warmth for a little while and get along, be nice. The TNR cats that I have out there that are actually nice. So I can get some of them to go in the kerosene house, but it's tough. There's this one that I've tried so hard to make him go in there because I'm like, you've got all this shelter in there. It might not have heat, but you're not, the wind's not getting on you. There's food, there's a litter box, there's water. And I just can't keep him in there. He'll run out before I can shut the door. So I feel bad for him. I actually have a spot on the front porch where it has one of those coolers, styrofoam coolers. He'll go in it to eat, but he won't sleep in it. I'll put the food in there. It was like I was trying to trick him, like put the food in there so he knows he can go in it. He can sleep in there, but he won't sleep in there. And then I have one of the little cat houses that are insulated out there. It's like I have a U-shaped and I have it sectioned off. It looks so bad on my front porch. And then in the middle, I have a little kitty like bed, and he likes to eat and then just lay on that. And it's in front of the window in the front of the house, like right in front of the window where the indoor cats like to hang out. So I always feel bad if I go in there at night and I'm, hanging out with the other cats and I look out and he's laying on that bed. I feel so bad, but I can't get him to to go in the kerosene house. So I put one of the heat warmers under his low cat bed to make it warm, so at least his belly's warm. Hopefully that helps a little bit. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know what conversation that is, but Lady Rorschach said, wow, those heads can get pretty large in unaltered males, like a small saucer plate. Hmm. Oh, Melanie DC said, as you see the photo icon of a black cat named Riley who rules the house. Oh, I have a black cat named Robin who is actually up for adoption. She is the mother of the littles. And she's still so petite and tiny, and they're like as big as her now, it seems like. And Selena is her sister, and she's like twice her size. She was the mother of Carla, Superman, and Jack and Jill. And it's like she got spayed and just got fat. But anyway, I'm pushing buttons again. Let me stop that. There's this box in my way. Ellen said, you should see the boxes Jeff made for our strays. They are plastic totes with insulation, and we got electric heated pads for inside them with blankets. 3 of them. It's supposed to be, 7 degrees. It's terrible. But that's so sweet that you guys did that for them. So, aw. Geek Boy, now to find a good home for the little Maltese that was rescued from a puppy mill. Oh, that's so sad. It's a good thing you took him in. That's sweet of you. Curtis, that's all. That's all so sweet. You're so nice. I know you would take in Carla's mom, but yeah, you definitely have enough. And that's the thing. Once you start taking in more, then the others get neglected, and that's really not any better. Like sometimes I feel bad because some of my cats, the ones that are my pets, I feel like get neglected more because I'm taking in and trying to find homes for all these other cats. So I have to stop and remember you're one person, you're doing your best. And you know what? I'm not the only one in the house. John goes and spoils these cats too. So he's been really awesome about that. So, oh yeah, Curtis, you had 6 at one point. I guess 6 of your own. Yeah, I can see that being a lot. Yeah, that is a lot, especially if they're all together in one area. I mean, right now I have Carl and baby Kitty in the fish house. There's Gerald and Jasper in the barn. There's Mama Cat, Honey, and Reno in the house. We've got Selena, Robin, Little, William Wallace, and Lex that are up for adoption that are in my laundry room. And then I've got Meow Meow, Batman, White Kitty. Yeah, all of them out there and other strays. But yeah, I can't even imagine having them all in the house at the exact same time, though. You two be nice to her. Stop being mean. She might end up messing you up anyway. They're playing a little rough right now. So, Stephen said, our cat decides how much neglect we are allowed to give her. Well, she's older. You said she's 17, so she probably runs that house. Whip said he had 4, and we had 4 in our tiny house with 3 dogs, 2 of which were over 80 pounds. I know all about taking in too many critters. Yeah. 3 dogs. Wow. 3 dogs and 4 cats. Is that what you meant? Wow. In a little house. that was something I was worried about when we were moving. I wanted to make sure whatever house we got, it had to it had to be perfect for all the animals because some of them can't be together, because I have an FIV cat. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody had their own spaces. So yeah, that can be tough. Steven said she's the boss and runs a tight ship. I can imagine. And Lady Rorschach said, my little lady Candy is 16 going on 17 and is so pretty spry at her age. That's awesome. That's so cool. How you doing? Hi, Atkins Nature Aquarium. Plus many fish tanks and a tortoise and a shaping turtle if I'm listing all of them. I want a tortoise. I want a cicada. I might get one day, but yeah. Anyways, so I want to show you another plant real quick that I have. It's a fiddle fig leaf, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, trying to remember all the names. But I propagated this plant from the one I have in my kitchen, and it's like over 5 feet. Uh, it's taller than me. I'm 5'2", I think, but it's only about an inch taller. So it's not that tall, but I remember I got it from Walmart and it was probably a foot tall. And I saw that this was coming off of it and I decided to propagate it. And so I started it in a cup of water and the roots started growing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to stick it in some soil in a pot. And I did, and I stuck it in front of the window. And look, check that out. I need to repot this thing so it'll grow, but I didn't expect it to do that so quickly. But yeah, propagating plants is so easy. So another tip, water bottles. If you have water bottles and you just throw them away, or if you recycle, that's good too. But if you ever want to propagate your pothos or your philodendrons, just fill up your water bottle with regular water and stick those pieces in there, stick it in front of the window, and it's clear. It's like perfect. I used to use vases or glasses or something, or styrofoam cup or whatever I had on hand to propagate because I'm like always wanting to see if I can make something grow from something. And yeah, I was like, oh, water bottles. That's perfect. It's meant to hold water anyway. So, and the little opening on top is so small, it helps to keep the leaves from falling down in there. So it's just perfect, in my opinion. uh, let's see. Lisa started my plant life. I'm over 100 plants now. Wow. And you have a greenhouse. You're so lucky. I saw one yesterday. We drove to Virginia to go see my son and his kids. It was my grandson's birthday. He turned 5. And there's this little shed place, that you can buy the sheds already made or whatever. And there was one that had there was like a greenhouse. It was so small, but the size of a shed. It was cute. It was manageable. And I was like, oh, like that so much. Because that's really all I'd want. But I just propagate all over the house anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they're adorable. I love greenhouses. Russian tortoises are a nice balance of getting a tortoise of decent size without ending up with a giant that will outlive you. Yeah, that's true. Melissa said, I tried keeping a baby snapping turtle. Tried is the key word. Steve, Zen said to Steven, I learn new things from TikTok every day, but maybe we don't listen to all of it. Yeah, Zen, there's some things on TikTok you don't want to do. Ellen said, I do not have a green thumb. I'm so envious. You know what, Ellen? The plants that I put in the little kitty pots you gave me that time, they're doing really good. So I think you could do it. I think you could do it. Start with the pothos and go from there. Or you know what? Start off with a snake plant. Go from there. If you kill a snake plant, I can't help you. Some of my inside plants go into it during the summer. Yeah, that's a great idea, Melanie. Melissa said, John could build a greenhouse in an hour, I have a feeling. Well, there's a lot more to a greenhouse than like building with like wood. So I think if I got a kit, he could put it together like that, no problem. But it's just not the same as wood, like building shelves and stuff like that. But every time she says Melissa, I look up like what my wife is typing, but nope, not my wife. Silly Matt. Silver Creek says, one of mine is shed size and another is 20 by 20. It's an aquaponic greenhouse with hundreds of gambusia running it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like aquaponics. That's so cool. That must be fun. Whip says, Lisa, you don't have this issue, so maybe you don't know, but do you have any suggestions on plants that do well with limited light, no sunlight? Think basement without windows. Ooh. Well, you could go to the dollar store and get some fake plants like the ivy. It's fake. Just kidding. You know what, Whip, they make lights now specifically for plants, and you could actually, what, I think I have one. Right over there. Let me get it. I'd have to look it up and figure out which brand it is, but I got it off of Amazon, and if I can, I'll put the link in the comment section or whatever. Anyway, I'll try to figure it out, or John will do it for me, from where I got this. But I got this from Amazon, and I've got a lot of these. They're everywhere, and they're adjustable, and it's just like LED lights for your house plants and all that good jazz. But I had thought about doing a video about this at one point, and then I didn't. But these come in super handy. The only thing I've ever had problems with is like after about a year, sometimes these go bad and I've had to replace them. But they have timers. It's a timer on it. They can be on for 4 hours, 8 hours, or 12 hours. There's an adjustment for how bright you want the light. And, you could start off with something that doesn't require too much light anyways. You could just get like some pothos, put them down there, get one of these lights and stick it in the pot. You'll be good to go. Even, believe it or not, Monstera doesn't require a whole lot of light, but one of these isn't going to do well for a plant that can get that big. But this one's in front of light, so yeah, it does really well. But I have some that aren't like in direct light or anything. Like my one hallway that has windows in it, it's not in front of the window, but it's kind of like more towards the wall part, and it doesn't get a whole lot of direct light. But yeah, try some pothos first. Get one of these. So I don't know where to put it. So let's see here. Oh, okay, Whip, you already said pothos seem to do okay. Some hygro is good in low light. This is true. We just call those glow lights for herbs. Yeah, I mean, I've got them everywhere. I even have them in the fish house. On the top parts of the fish house, there's shelves going around, and I have one side that has like plants up there, and it's dark, so I had to get all of those little lights. The only bad thing is if for some reason the electric flickers, I got to go up there and redo every single one of them to turn on at the same time again, and that's a pain. So, hi, Guppy Town Aquatics. Thanks for stopping by. Kenny says, I have a grow light that's worked pretty well for some of my plants, and it was only like $10. Yeah, I mean, the one I got off Amazon is there's like a set of, might have been 3 in the box. It was 20 something. Wasn't bad. So let's see here. Ellen is asking, have you ever grown a calathea in water? No. I don't do that good with calatheas. They're like, I have them. I have a lot of different ones. And I'll be honest, they're not, I don't do that good with them. Some of them do okay. I've killed some too. I can admit defeat. They're not my favorite. So, and it's another thing. I think a lot of people beat themselves up over yellow leaves, dead leaves. You know what? It happens. Snip it off and move on. Water your plant and you'll get more leaves. So it happens. Don't beat yourself up over it, and don't think that you're not a good plant keeper just because you get a couple dead leaves here and there. It happens to everybody. Coral Work says, Whip, you can even grow a lot with just CFLs. Oh, you know what? This thing is covering that. Okay, now I see it's moving up. I saw a study once that was comparing watt per dollars, and if those are still cheaper than regular daylight LEDs in your area, watt per watt, then do that. Yeah, definitely. So, all righty. Steven says, I really want to build a hydroponic wall in the fish room. I can pump water straight from the mosh pit into it. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's the good thing about being in fish keeping and having house plants is that you can use all that wonderful, glorious water, the water that you would normally be just throwing away. You can use it on your plants and your plants will thrive, and they'll do really, really well. If you are somebody that has house plants, but you don't have aquariums, you just have house plants, you could, I sometimes do this because I don't have aquariums in the house like that. And I have so many plants, but it doesn't hurt to put like a little bit of like Fritz Complete, just a little bit. I can't tell you a measurement because I don't know off the top of my head, but stick it in the little watering can. It helps with, dechlorinating your water and all that. And I find that better than just straight tap water. And the plants do really well. But number one, I would use fish poop water. Definitely. Then it asks, Lisa, I've been meaning to ask you if you have any experience with a chia pet in a above or near a tank, utilizing aquarium water and then using it in the tank to feed veggie eaters. Nope, I've never done that. But that's an interesting question. Because, yeah, I mean, I really don't know, Zan. But that's a cool thing to look into. Melanie said, agreed, water change and plant day is same day. Yep. I take some of the water when I'm doing water changes, and I'll stick it in my plants in the fish house. Like, oh my gosh, my bird of paradise pretty much reaches the ceiling almost now. I'm constantly putting water in there, old tank water, or I'll even take the water from the I have one of those big tubs, what the things that horses drink out of or whatever. I keep snails and guppies in that, and I'll take dirty water out of that and stick it in my plants. Just take a cup and water my plants with it, add new water back. So, but let's see. Ellen says, I did the poop water with my outside flowers last summer. Petunias went crazy. Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with doing stuff like that because your plants are just they're going to love you for it. Okay, I bought a chia pet from a charity thing and I don't know what else to do with it and wondered if it would work. Hey, just try it. You don't know if you don't try, right? So let's see. Ellen Orchard, same at Helen Orchard, in conjunction with some spray on vitamins, my plants outdoors went berserk. Yep. Yeah, they definitely will. I bought 2 dogwood trees last year and planted them in the front yard, one on either side of the walkway. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see how they look this year. Hopefully they are going to be okay. I always wanted dogwood trees in my front yard because my grandmother had dogwood trees in her front yard and they were so pretty. So I thought, I want those. And I probably could have done better last year with fertilizing them and stuff like that, but just everything going on, life and gnats. I didn't want to be outside and doing a whole lot of yard work, but they should be okay. They're just going to be little tiny trees for a while. Matt said, tell John to walk over here and tell us hi and tell us an interesting plant fact. Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. And I don't know if he oh, he could tell you aquarium plant facts, but I don't think he's going to be able to tell you plant facts about house plants. Yeah, Ellen, I love dogwoods too. Let's see here. Zen said, Melissa, I think I'm going to do that after this then. And then I'll just obsessively Google if the planting soil medium is fish safe. Careful what you see on Google and don't look it up on TikTok, Zen. But you guys, I've been streaming. Well, I can't say a whole 53 minutes because I think I was like 4 minutes late because I was having technical difficulty. So I'm almost at an hour. That's a little bit better than last week. But I don't know. What do you I really don't have anything else to say. And I've got these kittens looking at me all sad. And I don't want to waste anybody's time by sitting here with dead air. Unless you have a question, and I will probably get off here in a minute. That's funny. Steven said, yes, and stop doing what TikTok says. And Curtis said, I had to have swamp maples removed as they were mostly. Am I reading that right? I'm thinking of Japanese maples. Oh, Japanese maples are pretty. Like 6 minutes, but who's counting? Oh, Zen, was it really 6 minutes? Because you know what happened? I was messing with the buttons and I just completely screwed it up. It was all ready for me too. And I was sitting here messing with the buttons. I kept messing with the light. I was like, I want to figure out how to make myself look less orange. I was moving the light around. I was like, just forget it. Who cares? But anyways. Oh, no, I won't. I won't be mad at you if you send me more catnip toys. The cats would probably like it. They would definitely like it. They go crazy. But anyways, you guys, it was so much fun and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm sorry if I got a little bit boring there for a minute, but sometimes you just run out of things to talk about. So, yeah. But I know there's a lot of really fun streams this evening. Sunday has a really nice lineup of people as far as the Fish Fam. I'm not sure if everybody's here from the Fish Fam. You know what? That's an interesting thing. I would love to know in the comment section if you came here from KG Tropicals or the Fish Fam. And if you didn't, if you came here because you just found Roots and Whiskers and you're a cat person, then leave that in the comment section after the videos or after the live stream is over. I'd like to know. I'd really like to know. But anyways, thank you guys so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Bye. Now I have to figure out how to log off. Still figuring it out. I found it. Bye. I think. Okay, now I found it for real. Bye.